My business would literally fall apart if I didn't create a 90-day plan every 90 days. Or I would literally waste so much time trying to figure out what I actually need to work on that I would never get to work on anything. So I'm gonna walk you through my process for keeping my business organized and keeping my schedule as chill as possible as a multi-six-figure business with a team of 3 full-time employees and a mom of 2. And we're gonna take a little field trip for this video, so let's go. All right, we are getting visual because the first thing that I do in planning my quarter is to get a calendar out for 3 months. Now, it doesn't have to be super fancy. These are literally large Post-its where I beautifully have drawn in an example of 3 4-week months. You could do this on paper. I also have a scratch calendar that I will link below that you can grab that as well. But I'm a visual person. I'm trying to share with you here on YouTube how to do it. So we're gonna use these giant calendars that I created. So that's the first step. Get a calendar. Now the next step I actually learned from a friend of mine, Steph Crowder, in her Gear on the Wall workshop. And it's going through and blocking out important days first. Because here is the idea. You want to live your life, right? You are running a business. You started a business so you could live the life that you wanted. So you don't want your business running your life. So you're first going to claim the days that you aren't working or there are things going on that day. Whether you have like a PTO meeting or there's a dance recital or something going on that you want to make, you've got to block that off first. Planning your life before planning your business is a key part in how I grew my business. You could use colored Post-its to signify different things, like maybe this is your time off, maybe you have a hair appointment, maybe you have a dentist appointment, a massage, maybe there's something with school or the kids. However you want to do it, you need to go in and block time off. This could also be that you want to take Fridays off. You just don't want to work on Fridays. You want to leave that as a day where maybe you clean up your house or you run your errands. So I would go in and block those days off first. So we're going to use that example. Now for me, the next thing that I need to think about is, are the kids off any special holidays or any reason why they're going to be off? And make sure I'm counting for that as well. What I'm really nailing down right now is how many days I actually have to work over the next 90 days. So we added a couple of the holidays that the kids have off, and then you need to think, are you going on vacation? Do you have any conferences planned? Go ahead and add that. Okay, so you can start to see how planning in advance, you're going to know how much you can realistically get done over the next 90 days, which is a huge topic that I've been talking about in this entire planning series here on my YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out the How to Plan Your Month, How to Plan Your Week, How to Plan Your Day yet, I'll link them right up here for you to watch after this one. So after blocking off the important things first in my life, you also need to think about things you're potentially doing in your business as well. Do you have VIP days or consult calls or anything like that? I talk more about that in how I plan my month, but you will want to block those off if you know you're going to be completely out of hand or out of pocket for your business. So let's say, for an example, I have a VIP day with a client and I have 2 of those scheduled over the next 90 days, and that entire day is going to be dedicated to that client. So I literally can't do anything else on those days. So what we initially think is we have 60 days, Monday through Friday, to work in a quarter, in any 90 days, right? Because we don't want to work the weekends. But once you start to add these things in, I'm now down to 40 days that I am working over this 3-month period. So now we want to start talking about what we are picking and choosing to do in our business with the 40 days that we have. Now again, you don't have to use large Post-it notes and little Post-it notes like this. I just wanted to visually be able to show you with bright colors how to block things off on your calendar when you're looking at your 90 days. You can, like I said, use your Google Calendar. You can use a paper calendar. I've got a scratch calendar down below for you to download, but I just need you to see how many days you realistically have to start now planning what you're going to do in your business during this time. So the process that I run through is the 3S process, which is sell, support. I know, beautiful handwriting, right? and scale. So let's run through what each of these actually mean. So when we talk about what are we going to sell over the 90 days, this is what makes our business run. Money, right? You need money to pay yourself, to basically pay your bills. So you need to have a game plan on what you're going to be selling every single month. This is so important that I created a detailed marketing plan for my 10K on replay coaching clients so that they are reminded that they need to actively be selling their things throughout the month. Because one of the hardest things for us business owners sometimes to do is talk about what we do and why people should buy from us. So determining over the next 90 days what you're going to be selling every single month. And this doesn't mean a full-blown launch. This just means how are you promoting yourself? How are you getting people on your email list? How are you getting people to your digital shop? How are you getting people to your Work With Me page? That's what you need to map out first with your sell. Now let's talk about support. While sell may be the actual electricity that's running into your business house, so to speak, support is the infrastructure, like the wires and all of the mechanical things that turns the energy into like lights working and your dishwasher running, right? I know, I'm so great at these analogies. But support is the stuff that's going on behind the scenes in your business. So delivering on your client work, doing that administrative work, paying invoices, coaching, talking to your coaching clients, doing discovery calls, right? You need to make sure you're dedicating time in your next 90 days for support tasks like that. The other support task that is incredibly important here that you need to be blocking time off every single week to be doing is things to generate traffic to your business, to your offers. All right, now the third task is scale. And these are things you need to be doing in your business to take it to that next level, hit that new revenue goal, whatever it is that you're doing in your business to get to that next level. For example, that could be building out a new funnel. That could be creating a self-liquidating offer or a small ticket offer. This could be hiring, creating standard operating procedures, setting up automations. These are the projects that you need to be doing behind the scenes to take your business to that next level. Now, if you haven't checked out my Google Calendar video where I show you how I break my time out to get these 3 S's done every single day, I'm gonna link it right up here for you to check out after this, but I realistically only have 2 hours a day to get the sell portion and the scale portion done. Now, the second half of my day usually is for calls. And this is where the support S is happening, where I'm hosting those client calls, where I'm doing discovery calls. And that's how I really start to break down my day when I'm looking at my 90 days here. I know in the morning, I'm gonna be working on scale projects. So for example, the last 90 days, a few of my projects were setting up standard operating procedures for a new employee we're looking to hire. We were also, another project that I was doing in the scale part was hiring a new employee. So writing the job description, promoting it, going through all the applicants. And then some of the support stuff that I was doing in that 2-hour morning period was content. Like creating these YouTube videos for you, creating reels, because that's what's going to generate traffic. Remember that sidebar I went on? So as you are thinking about what's gonna fall under sell, what's gonna fall under support, and what are the bigger projects you're gonna be working on in scale, you need to be looking at your calendar and seeing how much time that you do have. Remember, I went from like 60 days to just 40 days. And within those 40 days, I only have 2 hours a day to work on the scale and support things. So let's look at one of the things that I do to streamline my planning process, and it is how I theme my weeks. We got the 3-month calendar pulled up, and one of my biggest support activities in my business is, like I said, creating content. I'm the face of my business. When I create content, I drive traffic to my business. I make more sales, I book more clients, right? So one of my monthly themes is content creation. And I actually do content creation weekly themes every other week. So it looks like this. So every other week, I am focusing my 2 hours in the morning that I have to focus on creating content, whether that be writing YouTube scripts, researching YouTube videos, filming YouTube videos, creating content for my 10K on replay clients, new lessons for them, new templates for them. But I need to be focused on creating content every other week to continue to drive traffic and to continue to support my clients in 10K on replay as well. So then that leaves me the other weeks to focus on projects. So this is what this may look like. So a few of the examples that I wrote that may be projects that I'm working on are probably going to take me the entire week. Again, I only have 2 hours a day to work on these projects. So things like listing out automations for my business, because as we continue to scale our team, we need to streamline our processes. And so if we can create automations, that's going to take me a while to go through and figure out. Then it's a content week. Then an SOP week. And this is me going through everything that I do in the business, everything that my employees do in the business, writing out what they are doing, recording the SOPs as well. So as we again bring on new employees, they can easily pick up in their job and know exactly what they need to do and how to do it. Another example that I have here as well is analyzing an evergreen funnel, meaning a funnel that I have running all the time, and seeing what are things that we can do to tweak it, to improve its conversion rates, and then do it. Because that means I need to do everything from digging into the numbers to how much traffic we're getting to that page. What is the conversion rate for people signing up for the webinar? What is the watch time for that webinar? What are the email open rates? What emails are they clicking on? When are they clicking on them? What are the, right? There's a whole lot of pieces to that I can't literally just get done in one day. The same with onboarding a new employee and creating a new lead magnet, right? When I create a new lead magnet, not only do I have to create the physical lead magnet, but I've got to create the landing page, the funnel, the onboarding emails that lead into that next step into the funnel. So when you're planning your quarter, if you are creating content, then you realistically can add 2 possible projects to your list each month, so that in a 90-day period, you could realistically get 6, but I would focus on 5 projects to disperse throughout your 90 days. If you're also needing to create content, and if you're a solo business owner, you need to create content to get traffic to all of this stuff that you have, right? This is why it's so important to be incorporating social media content creation in your support tasks. Your business will live and die by traffic, i.e. the amount of eyeballs that you're getting to sales page, work with me pages, landing pages. You need to be getting people there, because on average, these pages convert 2 to 5%. And if you only get 100 people there, you can expect to make 2 to 5 sales. If your goal is 10 sales a month, you need to figure out and create enough content that's going to drive 200 people to that sales page. Because without creating a traffic plan and getting traffic to where you need people to buy, this entire plan falls apart. Because the whole purpose of this plan is to know what you're focusing on to get people to buy and scale your business to that next level. Now that you've seen my beautiful drawings and handwriting, I want to answer a question that I'm probably going to get asked. What should you be focusing on? What projects deserve your priority and should be in your 90-day plan? So I'm going to walk through 3 different examples. You may fall into one of these 3 examples. If you don't, leave your question in the comments below and I 100% will get back to you. Let's say you have a very small list or a very small audience. Let's say you want to grow it and get more people on your list. The first thing that I would focus on is getting a minimal viable funnel set up, meaning a landing page and a thank you page. You could go 2 routes here. But remember, fancy fails, simple scales. So just getting people on your email list is a huge priority. So you could have some type of free thing, or maybe a free discovery call if you're a service provider, if you're a course creator or a digital shop owner. What is something free that you can provide to them that they would want and then get on your email list? Then you're going to create a 3 to 5 email sequence that I talk about in this email marketing video that I did a few weeks back to warm them up and introduce them to a paid offer that you have, whether that's a course, whether that's a done-for-you service. You want to utilize that new person into your funnel to get them to buy something from you. Now, I teach this entire process and give you all the templates and in the emails inside a 10K on replay. So if you really want a shortcut, go to trenalittle.com/10K to apply so that we can help you get moving and building your list faster. Now, let's say you're a service provider and you want to start taking on more clients to make more money in your business. I actually had somebody recently in my comments ask me to talk more about building an agency and scaling your services. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see more topics on how I grew my agency. Just comment agency and let me know what specific question that you do have. So if you are that person, you want to be focusing on SOPs, processes, because you're not going to be able to take on more clients on your own forever. You're going to need to get some help, and the quickest way to onboard somebody to help you so you can scale your business, which I learned from mistake, is having your entire process mapped out for them to easily learn. So that would be a top priority for me if I was wanting to scale my services. Now, let's say you're ready to go next level in your business with a digital course, a coaching program, your digital shop, maybe even a membership. Your priority is going to hands down be traffic. If you want to make more sales in these examples, you need more traffic. Yes, you could lean on Facebook ads, but if you don't have a funnel that you know is converting well, so if you don't have an organic funnel, meaning you're not running ads to it with good conversion rates, like I said, I would say a good conversion rate would be in the 4 to 5% before you take it to Facebook ads, because Facebook ad conversions are going to be much lower. So again, if you're in this position, I would focus on my traffic plan. What am I going to do to get in front of more people? Am I going on a podcast blitz? I'm going to pitch podcasts and be on podcasts to get in front of more ears, so to speak. Am I going to double down on my YouTube channel and start creating a second YouTube video a week? How am I going to increase the traffic to these pages to make more sales? That's what your priority would be. Now, I know this is a lot to get started, but we do this every single quarter inside a 10K on replay. I walk through all of these prompts to help my clients get their quarter planned, and then they can actually submit their plan to me to see if did they add too many projects? Is this what I think they should be focusing on based on the goals that they submitted that they wanted to complete with me? So if you're really looking for somebody to help you create a solid plan that is going to get you to the goals you have for your business, like I said earlier, just go check out 10K on replay at trenalittle.com/10K. There is an application, but it's not like super formal. We just want to make sure that you're going to be a right fit for us, because we don't want you wasting your money if we don't think it's a good fit. So check it out, trenalittle.com/10K, or feel free to DM me on Instagram any questions you have about 10K on replay. Now, once you do have your quarter mapped out, your month planning, your week planning, and your day planning becomes so much easier. So check out how I then take this 90-day plan and break it down into ultimately my day and the series of videos that's on your screen right now.